Here we go.
Welcome to Fayetteville, Arkansas, a place where legends have long stood for excellence. Names like Royals, Holtz, McFadden, Jones, and Johnson. And when they call the Hogs, it is a rite of passage. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Here comes the offense on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to take a shot. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Let's see what they've got on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He'll try to do it himself. Ball's out. Oh, looks as if the defense got it.
Oh, running with
everything
that.
Broke down.
The
quarterback tried to bail them out, but he ended up making things worse when he fumbled.
Yeah, I like the quarterback and his athleticism extending the play.
You ain't got the next cable up in?
Gotta finish. You still have to do a good job taking care of the football. That's priority number one. He wasn't able to do that.
Leaves it with the back.
Gotta get an Ethernet cable, bro. I'm telling you, that's how mine was. Put that Ethernet cable in, that joint is never lag.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Miller with the ball. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you, keep them off balance.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Milroe. Steps away to find some room. Going to try to get it himself.
All right, he got us close enough.
Let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 4th down, going to the air. And they
Come on, gang. Can't hold the block. Good stop.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Dances away from the heat. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33.
That boy done went to the Eagles.
He's looking to throw. Quarterback extends the play. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Strikes.
Wow, I got to come all the way up and make the tackle.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. The give to the back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to break this defense.
3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
Can't
all
find
right,
his
that's
man
what
as
I'm
he
doing,
took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off play action. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
A loss of 5 yards on the play. 3rd down coming up. On the double. That's the end of the 1st quarter. And after one, we're scoreless.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Pocket starts to collapse. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Bro, going
Tell you
for
what,
it.
I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range. You're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man. Everybody on an island. Everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Moves around to clear up the vision. He chucks one out to the right. And it's
How do you overthrow that, though?
The defense rises to the occasion.
That's supposed to be a
In
dive.
that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it.
He
Everything has
died.
to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark
It's
it down.
time to score a nail, y'all.
Got in on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll run it from the gun. At midfield, he's got room. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Alabama quickly back to the line.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
That would have been
When
nasty.
something works that well, you might as well go right back to it.
All
I mean,
right,
they showed no
let's go,
indication that they could stop.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To the air, it's Milroe. He's not
Keep
afraid
going,
to
keep
go
going.
deep.
Come
And the
on.
incomplete pass, taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, it looked like that might be the first touchdown of the game, but what a great job by the defender, seeing the football and swatting it away.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bernard. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. It's fourth down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime.
It's easy money, y'all. Come on.
Would have been a makeable 49-yard field goal attempt, but they'd rather try to keep the ball and move it on fourth and short. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked.
Good
and the
stuff.
Bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
Good
That's not
stuff.
how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team, because he can do things like that, the unscripted stuff, and buy time, scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass down.
The expressway is wide open.
Bro, what? Good stuff, bro. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff, man.
And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and
Good stuff.
Ooh, big, going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited, and you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board. They are going nuts.
Dang, so many players got drafted. I wonder how.
About to kick it off after punching it into
26.
the touchdown.
Look.
Going for the return. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone.
It's time to get right. It's time to get right, yo.
The Tide offense
right,
rolls
man.
onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a...
He's going to let one fly down the middle.
He threw that.
And
Hey.
the incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that.
Pick
Nice
the wrong
job
play,
by the
I'm still
defense,
gonna go with it.
bring the quarterback through his thought process.
Here comes the offense on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. That one never had a chance.
Bro.
Incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that well. Good coverage.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Trying to make magic on the scramble. At the 35, he's loose. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's
Needed
good
that.
enough for a first down.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Quarterback checking the play. Dialing up a second down pass play. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked
Need
up
a
10
touchdown.
on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
Need a
There's a
touchdown.
timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Deep shot for the end zone.
Bro, they caught up so fast.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on him throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. It's caught downfield.
What I'm talking
and they'll
about.
finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Unloads it left.
That's a PI. He knocked him off his route.
And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
That's a decision the quarterback would love to have back. Down here in this area of the field in the red zone, these windows, they close so quickly. Everything just has to be done a little bit faster. You got to be so much more precise.
His connection was...
Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Buckeyes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quick handoff. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give is to Miller. Get some work done there. Pickup of 4 to the 22.
Listen, I know that's not a huge game, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth-quarter game.
Bro,
they bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So we're scoreless. Their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on fourth down in his own territory. Quarterback checking off. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Getting some heat. Blasted as he lets it go. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout in
Stop trying to blitz me.
Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do.
Lost one deep down the right side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I think that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement, and they're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
They'll give it to the back. And he didn't have
Come on, bro. His defense ain't that good, dude.
Not much room to run.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But
don't be getting help from the coach.
Because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He lobs one high down the left side. And that pass picked off. Got some room to run.
Yeah, they not catching him.
The 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Wide out in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He gets it in there for the 2-point conversion and the lead.
Disrespected me by going for 2.
How about that for a momentum swing? The defense gets the pick 6. Offense comes right back on the field, and they get the 2-point conversion.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6.
Now I'm violating.
From inside the 15, here's the return.
Ooh, he
got
lucky.
It out of bounds at the 32 after a good return.
Let's go.
Here comes that Alabama offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake.
Bro.
And it pays off the sack at the 20.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D linemen in recent years, right?
You're gonna keep blitzing me, right?
Chase Young, you know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is
That's
a game
what you
winner.
get.
He'll pull it down. Got room at the 35. Hit the gas.
Oh my God! I ran out. That was a tutty.
A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds.
That was a tutty.
That is why you have to contain this guy. If you let him get out, he is an explosive play waiting to happen. And after that big gainer, I'd like to see how this defensive coordinator is going to try to get after him as the game goes on, because a play like that can make you rethink your entire game.
Oh my God! So died.
Take it to the end zone. Touchdown,
died.
Alabama!
Can't hang.
That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
On to attempt the try. Splits the uprights. Quick strike offense on that scoring drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out.
How am I doing this, though?
From inside his own 15, looking for room.
Probably
needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. A first down for the offense. Looking for space. It's Judkins.
We ain't got nowhere to go.
Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires.
Come on, Gangy.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff.
You want to keep running the ball.
It's 2nd and 1.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really manageable. That's a great job by the
ball
offense.
again from the
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. To throw, it's Howard.
Yeah.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all.
Bro, ain't no way.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Buckeyes are flying down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Grab near the marker.
He didn't even held on to that.
Tackle is made after the first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Hey, come on.
How about the defender
Yes, to
being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Oh, you didn't have nowhere to go,
You
buddy.
get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the
Buddy
DBs do
boy.
a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Makes the grab. It's Ibuka. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep him away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution.
Touchdown, Ohio State! Reeled it in and just made the house call. They'll try to add another to their lead. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Come on.
They'll line up to go for 2. Looking to take the boot in for the 2. He's got it in the end zone for the 2, but will it stand? There is a flag down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Going for 2 here. Wonder if they're going to be chasing points the rest of the game. Looking to throw, it's Howard. They're working that left side. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering.
Let's go.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found.
I ain't even got to throw it.
18.
That's faction.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
They'll throw it on first down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And that was too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
He'll take another shot here.
Oh, my God.
Huge pickup. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he found open space,
I bet you stop blitzing after that.
Start playing.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And the extra points.
You want to stop blitzing now?
Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a
Got a mic, so I know you hear me talking.
game covering 67 yards to the end zone.
You ain't scoring before half.
The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
I'm going to keep talking. It sound good.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. That's caught. It's Ibuka. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
By the receiver. Picks up 6. And first down for the offense. That's the end of the first half with the game tied.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ballard. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. When they put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage.
Oh, that running is dead now.
They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of
telling
those
you,
big
man.
plays.
Now on third down after that run. Looking to throw, it's Howard. They're bringing heat. They
Have
get
a
enough
seat.
rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a cloth going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Fourth down, and they've got to get it to the next time zone, but the offense is going to stay on the field on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds, and he is short of the first down marker. I think he just lost track of where he was.
Rule for what? He was
it
short.
looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play.
This guy is cooked, man. He gave me the ball back.
The play will stand. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse.
Snags it.
Oh,
Touchdown time.
God.
And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond.
He quit. He quit. I gotta see that clip. That was nasty. He just snagged that, bro. He snagged that. He said, give me that. I gotta text him. He talked all that trash.
Drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Just never had a chance
Is this
to
the same guy I
shake
just
loose, and he'll be
played?
brought down at the 24.
Bro, did I play? Is this the guy from last game?
First down for this offense. Pulls it, fired complete. They make the stop, but the
Yeah,
sweet
all
rolling
that going in
catch is
short
plenty to give
passes,
them a
that's
first
my
down.
type of speed.
Really nice throw there to get the first down. And, you know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got
Once
to
you
read
do
the
that
defense.
again,
You got to be accurate. When you think of guys like Justin Fields,
see where it gets
C.J.
you.
Stroud, guys who went in the first round, that's what they did. And this guy right here, I think he has the ability to be a first rounder in the future.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Looking for a man. It's Howard. And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back.
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks. So the offense there, lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Gets it out fast. Oh, it's out.
Thank you.
Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier,
This is where it
swatting
all
at the football,
began.
knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
First down here for the offense.
That's where it all begins.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the catch and a huge play
Just so
on the left
easy.
side.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job
I'll
of
make it look
locating the
easy.
throw and then hauling it in.
They got the explosive play. Now to finish the deal, it's 1st and 10 from the 12. He's going to pass. He makes the connection.
Off me, boy.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where
Think you
this
got
guy
me,
is
Fox.
because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
You ain't catching me.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama!
You're not catching me.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
It's my edge,
With
and
the
I
extra
move
point,
it
they get
down.
the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they
I
turn
mean,
it into
smack
points.
him.
Chelsea, that
Don't
is
touch
not a
him. Let me
recipe
get
for
to him.
success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Come on, gang.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. He wants to throw. He'll get rid of it. And this will be
Just to
incomplete.
drop it.
A big hit there forces 2nd down. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of some matchups somewhere else.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
They'll snap it with a minute to play here in the opening stanza.
Good boy.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. As they come over the football, 1 minute to go here in the first. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose. His third down is coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Got it in the middle. It's Scott. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Better be lucky I wasn't back there playing, because that would have been a snag.
Have a little success here and get the sticks moving.
McSnag.
Continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
This guy still ain't scored. He had all this time.
Right to the ball carry.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, Woolman making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Bro, are you going to score? Put your mic in, bro. Are you going to score, bro? What do I know what chat?
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Dropping back, it's Howard. Looking deep. And he makes the catch.
Bro, I couldn't turn around.
He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this
Oh my
offense.
God.
Goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on 2nd down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with this.
Oh.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are.
This is last shot.
He just didn't have a chance.
This is last shot,
y'all. Make his way to that 1st down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the 1st down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
We reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. 4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Inside the 50. The 30. At the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Alabama!
From 4th and goal, backs against the wall.
Come on, gang.
Points to, I'm
putting
points
that.
on the
Gang.
scoreboard. What a play by this defense. Nice break on the football. Gets the
all
pick,
that is
finds the green grass, and takes it all the way back for a touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too. And not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Got it in the middle. It's Ibuka.
Yeah, he cooked all y'all. Good play.
His way into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead.
All right, Chick-fil-A's in
You want to
there.
get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like,
I'm not about to
game's
score
rolling.
again.
We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And they tacked on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
My boy.
Oh, he's going to go for the return. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Let's go, yo.
Let's
ride, baby.
Onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great.
He's going to throw deep right side.
Why you, bro? He's wide open.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
Fast motion from the offense. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second.
Bro, y'all not. Okay. I see how he playing. Come on.
Now they face third down. They line up, and it is a
you want to play like that?
to the sticks from here.
Now we're going to play my speed.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back.
Bro, no, we're supposed to
make it. The
spin
defense
in.
denying him the first down. Alabama pushing the
Spin
tempo.
in. Spin
They'll
in.
try to pick up the first.
Oh my God.
Close to getting a
He
lot
thought he
more,
had
but he's got the first down.
I think everybody
didn't
wants to
have
go for it in this situation, but you got to actually do it, and you got to be comfortable with the consequences if you miss this. Obviously, he was. Conversion's good. Nothing to write home about. No fans upset. Everybody happy. All right.
It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the head.
Box.
Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but man, that could have been an interception by the.
Fires one high and deep. And it's going for the massive play instead. They're looking at
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
This is exactly why third down is practiced
every
single day. Third and short, third and medium, third and long.
Yeah, push him back.
For a reason. You got to lock
good
in.
Boy.
Great success by the offense.
I say good boy.
He lost one down the sideline. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the goal, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Good, though.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing a turnover.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Gonna take a shot. Holds it in.
And y'all let him catch that,
and they
bro.
pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Play better defense.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love
y'all
the job
both
the
right
quarterback
there.
does
No way.
manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Cleaner switch route play.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Scott.
Bro.
He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they got it.
You definitely not scoring.
Man, this quarterback's
that's your best bet.
He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at first and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
Oh yeah, they gave me ball back. You're
The
done.
Buckeyes will kick it
Took
away
it
to
easy
break
on
up the
you.
second half.
But you're done. Zane. Zane.
He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Nice job by the
Come on,
kickoff team.
let's go.
Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll
Let's
stop
go.
him at the 16.
Good.
Here comes that Alabama
Good.
offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to pass. It's Milrow. And the sack all the way back at the
Like,
5.
let's be real.
Alabama quickly back to the line. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye D.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL. Man, you see that, you want to go get it. Recruiting guys to fit those profiles. That's why Ohio State always has a good defensive line.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. We're lucky that one hit the ground.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the catch. It's Adams.
Keep going for
And
it.
he's not going to get
We
there.
ain't
The
scared.
defense stands tall and makes the stops. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. Not sure what it is, but he's going for it close to his own end zone. Spits it out to the back. Makes the grab. It's Haynes. Will
Get
not
far, man.
get there. A 4th down stop.
Man, that's a rough,
But we don't
rough
care.
outcome. I get it. I
We
wanna
don't
try to be
care.
aggressive, but backed up in your own territory.
Totally, dude.
Aggressive, and you fail. Now you've set the other team up for almost automatic points.
He's
You're
knocked
boxed.
down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Bye.
So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on 1st down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
The sure hands, it's Henderson. Touchdown,
Wow.
Ohio State. And that one will give them the lead.
How did he even have all that
The
time?
offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on
All
their
right,
throat,
I
you
gotta
keep
get
your
right.
foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put
Are
touchdowns on
you
the board.
crazy?
The offense took care of business.
Okay.
No
So
backs
now I
with
feel
the
like you're
quarterback
trying.
as they line up for the 2.
Don't even worry about it.
To the air, it's Howard.
Stop playing with me, yo.
Almost had
Don't you
the
ever go
completion,
for 2.
just missed it. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that
Nice.
return at the 22. The Tide offense rolls onto the
Don't
field.
play with this dude.
Back to the ground game on the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that 1st down. Understand the situation. Understand I got to get north and south, get a 1st down, get a new set of downs.
They'll give it to him again. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Alabama pushing the tempo. The run to the left. They bring him down, but a
Let's go.
solid pickup
We
to
run
put
right
them in
through
position to pick up a 1st down. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. They go to the ground. He
First
gets it
down.
oh
What?
so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Try to get it on the ground. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
4th and inches, just trusting your offensive line. They're able to get just enough movement at the point of attack to keep this drive going.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
And when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play.
Let's go, bro. Get this ball at the football field, man.
14.
Give him a bad
here.
here.
First down to open this period.
Coach.
They want to run it left here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Dropping back, it's Milroe. Makes his connection. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to...
Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They move on top here in the 4th.
Hello.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the 4th.
Amen.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Stay, man. He ain't scoring, man.
He'll bring it out. It's Ballard. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Oh, my God, I like that middle.
And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Just
oh my, why
did
he didn't hit that?
Incomplete.
How nice is it as a defense when you've got a corner that can play on an island and can be as dominant as this guy has been all game long? You just saw another great example of it right there. Breaking on the ball and knocking it away.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
4th quarter, you're bringing pressure at the quarterback, and not everybody's going to get there. Great awareness at the line of scrimmage, knowing, hey, if I time this, get the hands up right at the right moment, I can knock it down, and they do.
Looking to throw it again. Caught over the middle. It's Ibuka. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
You left me a lot of time on that.
And how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage.
Ooh.
He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good, really nice.
Don't go
and
for
catch.
2.
And guess what? You got the lead now in the 4th quarter.
You're going to keep being bold.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game.
Listen,
Scanning the field, it's Howard. He's got it in the end zone. You had to go for 2 there.
Why did they make him put him out?
They're up by 3. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Hey, y'all new here at that sub. Like,
Fielded in the end zone. It's Henderson. I
help
know
me
he
reach
thinks he
that
can
goal,
house
y'all.
every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes that Alabama offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive there.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10.
Hey, gang, which way am I going, gang? Gang. Gangy.
They'll try the run.
Bro,
And they try to run
that was
inside,
all
and there is
my
nowhere to go.
fault.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed.
Clock
for
can
second
run.
down.
'Cause I know what I'm about to do, buddy boy.
Miller with the ball.
No yards.
Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
Oh
And
my God, he was wide open.
Down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Third downs are so crucial, and quarterbacks, you want them to be, elite with their functioning, be able to go through their progressions, get rid of the football, not take sacks. But they just took a sack. How about the individual effort by that defense, understanding third down and getting to the quarterback?
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete.
Game, I sold the bag.
Late in the game. The offense starts with a short field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good game before the stop is made.
I should have been going. I got
those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. Sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
I got 3 people in here. Who next? Who going to play me?
For this team, there's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation.
Y'all ain't staying on. Y'all just watching. Y'all at least hit the like button
on either side of the football.
Y'all sub up.
Being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation
3 people in here. None of y'all can hit the sub. I mean the like button for me. It don't hurt. It don't hurt. Bro, why does everybody keep playing with Ohio State? Because they won the June.
Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. Now the play fake. Oh, picked off.
Oh, my God.
And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back.
I don't even care about
Ohio
this
State.
right now.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick 6 early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
That makes the score Ohio State 7, Alabama 0.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Coming out with it, it's Henderson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage. Man, you talk about putting your imprints on a game early. This dude is wrecking shop. A sack, a tackle for a loss. Palmer, he's everywhere.
And as an offensive coordinator, I'm starting to doubt my game plan. I mean, I thought we had a plan for this guy, and it's very apparent very early in this game that our deal is not working. We got to change stuff up.
They go right back to him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Lofts one high and deep. And that
Well,
one's
I
incomplete.
swear,
They
like,
weren't
dog
just trying to
team.
move the
Oh,
chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He's got great speed. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Line gets set, first down. The give to the back. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
On the run, it's Judkins. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
Let it bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football. They're on third down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot.
And the pass is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
When you get in the red zone, you can see as a defense, you get into your drops really quickly and you get your eyes on the quarterback. You try to read his eyes and break on the football. It's such tight windows to throw in. Great job by the defender breaking on the ball, creating the interception.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time. And down he goes.
Bro, like, I can't make this.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the silver bullets, guys flying around, giving great effort and getting to the football. But it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position. And right there, you just saw that, the ability to win one-on-one and make a play.
Right, bro.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Let's go. Right. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ohio State 7, Alabama 0.
What are you doing, Jane?
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. They're just hoping to get a little breathing room for the punt. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20.
You could tell
gotta
the
be
defense
bitching.
smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
37, and the Ohio State offense will take over. First and 10.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
At the 35, he's open. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground. And you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
Now, I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Going up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Henderson. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Buckeyes! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And the extra point extends the lead to 16. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points, and you've got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Wide open, he makes the catch. He's loose on the right. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown Tide.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Colin.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to it. At the 35, he's got room. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. With the run on 1st and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
First and 10.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Quarterback will audible. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Throws to the tight end. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Ohio State, Alabama, 7.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Fair catch, called for and made. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Finds the tight end. Smacks him with the stiff arm. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Reads it, fires complete. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's off to the races. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. Leaves it with the running back. Open space at the 25. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big game. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to the toss. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the stomping has commenced.
Ohio State, number 32, with the carry.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
First and 10.
Unified offense rolls onto the field. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll throw it on first down. And he's lucky to get that one back. This junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it, forcing completions like that.
Now on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Wants to throw. It's Milroe. Finds his target down the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. He unleashed that one, some serious spin rates, some revolutions on that one.
Want to talk about velocity? How about the arm talent this kid has? I love watching him throw these curl routes. He's in rhythm, he takes his steps, and man, when he decides to pull the trigger, watch out.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. And the pass is incomplete. It's the final play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming.
Ohio State 30, Alabama 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They're going to throw it again. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And they count.